Wait, fine, good. But high five. That's the problem with women. Alright? They will always make it about them. Fine, you passed.
What did I do now?
We both did the algebra test. She passed us and I failed mine. Yeah, but there's a logical explanation for it.
Because he was good, man.
Don't worry. Don't take the glory. I will not explain.
She said take the glory.
By the way, I have a higher license than her right now, so.
Welcome back to this special episode of Life Issues with IyanuWole. But this time, like you can already see, we have the beautiful Stalwart.
We are collaborating.
Hey. We have the Stalwart Lovers.
Oh, shit.
So we'll let you guys introduce yourself for maybe our followers that don't know you, but I'm guessing most of them will know you.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Do us the honors. Thank you.
My name is Faith.
My name is Michael.
My name is Michael. And we are the Stalwart Lovers.
I will make videos on faith, relationship, and lifestyle.
We're on YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Everywhere. So, in case you've not seen their videos, just we're going to put the link here.
Yeah.
Somewhere there, or probably in the description box or on the screen. Just check them out. They have amazing videos that will bless your life.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's a privilege to be here.
It's a privilege to have you.
All right. So from Nigeria, we met in Nigeria.
Yeah.
All of us right now in Canada.
Don't worry too much.
Yes.
The way God has done it.
As in.
Yeah. I think before we start this video, let me just quickly give you a little bit of introduction on how we met them. It was my wife that met you guys first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On
Instagram.
On Instagram. Me, I was just doing my thing, jejely. So we're about doing Mandan premiere, and then we were trying to create a list of the people that we're going to invite.
Yeah, the VIPs.
Yes, or the VIPs.
The people with similar vision.
Yeah. And then my wife said, this couple, I think they should come. Let me check them out. I was like, oh, okay. And I started following. I saw a lot of their videos. Like, of course, let them come. You know, we'll be excited to see them. And lo and behold, they came. I was like, hey, Moti Blow.
Building! My favorite couple, the prettiest of them all. You guys went in smiling and you came out smiling. That's a good sign, right?
More. Like, we're smiling even more.
So that means I take it that let me not put words in your mouth. How did you feel about Mandan?
Oh, I was not disappointed in any way. It was superb. Like a roller coaster of emotions. You get happy, you get sad. I almost cried. You know, it was really, I felt I was in the movie. So production quality good, acting good, storyline amazing. I'm impressed, super impressed. And I'm glad there's a Christian movie like this in the cinema, honestly.
As I am, I'll share a secret with you guys. I shed a little tear, just one. Don't tell anybody.
Trust me, it's very hard. It's very hard.
It was
Like at some point, I had to just be like, girl, you're strong. Like, you're a hard girl. Don't cry. Just try and manage yourself. Because it was so...
Come on, don't cry here. Just hold it. It's a movie.
So the movie hit the right emotions. It hit the right spot. It was... I didn't want to leave when they told me, let me just tell people now. They told me to come and do this. I said, no, I want to watch it to the end. And that's how nobody left the cinemas until that movie was done. Nobody left. And
honestly, nobody left. Everybody sat down just watching.
And that's because the suspense, everything was absolutely beautiful.
No. The funny thing is, that particular event made us feel so happy and sane. That we're among some of the people that people would want to do a video or a movie and have a presence of Christian influencers.
It was very exciting and
so it's a honor to be there.
A honor for us.
Yeah, it just shows that whatever you are doing,
someone is seeing
it.
Yeah, exactly.
However little you might think it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's blessing lives.
Amazing.
So we're here in Canada.
We are here in Canada.
Like that.
We are in the land of snow.
It's so cold outside, by the way.
Yeah.
No, they can already tell by the way we are dressed. Like we are all on turtlenecks. So
they came all the way from Toronto.
Yes.
They travel down to Calgary.
Yeah.
It's not a small journey.
And we cannot pass in the front of the house of Oba without greeting the Obas.
So welcome. We appreciate you guys. So let's get straight to the discussion of today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today we want to talk about how relocation affects marriages, your relationship as a couple, friendship, your finances, and here and there, your spiritual life.
How it has affected everything,
So-
Sha.
Everything basically.
It does have an effect on it.
Yeah.
It does have an effect.
So I think we should take it one after the other. Let's start from relationship in terms of marriage right now. How has relocation affected your marriage?
How has relocation affected our marriage? Would we say that there's an effect?
Positive or
Well,
negative?
To be honest, there's been no major effect or because I just believe that God helps us through every phase. So with every phase that we go through, basically just it's like waters. We just wade through the waters and we just figure things out. So for relocation, it didn't really affect us. In fact, it was a very good thing for us because it was an answer to prayers.
Yeah.
It was an answer to prayers, and life wasn't really much different. In Lagos, we're living in a mini flat. Here, we're living in something like a mini flat. Living alone. Everything, working from home.
Living in the same house.
Yeah.
Always seeing each other. Nothing really changed apart
Nothing
from
really changed
where we
much.
now stay.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, so
Okay.
it's just basically like change of location.
Yes, it
Yes.
was just a change of location.
I think
for us.
we have I don't know how to put it, but
We have a strong core.
of
Yes.
how our relationship is. So it's either it gets better or it's there. And the way it is, we always get better. Like even if we're in Nigeria, we're always evaluating our relationship, always making impact and improvements rather. So I feel like I wouldn't put the award on relocation. It's just the fact that
Personality,
as you grow up,
individual.
as you grow in your marriage,
Yeah.
you're improving, you're learning to love each other better. Yes. So I don't think relocation changed our marriage.
How about
Our relationship with each other.
how about roles and responsibilities?
Yes, that one important to note. Roles and responsibilities in Nigeria. Okay, we don't have kids, so it's not as if who's watching the kids and all these things. And in Nigeria, my wife always cooked.
Okay.
She still always cooks.
Wow.
Okay.
Things have not
Amazing.
really changed. We have a sort of way we plan. I know my roles. She knows our roles. Where support comes, we know how to support. Like I do all the heavy lifting. I do all the video editing. If I before, like she knows the things she doesn't want to just touch. And those are the things that I know that I do. So we kind of know how it's like autopilot in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of
In a way. So
although
when,
there's still some roles are responsible that husband wants me to be taking up more.
Like
Like
which one?
driving.
that was not
I
wrong.
was going to get there.
But I still don't drive much.
I don't know.
Even
man.
though I know how to drive, even though I passed my driving test
Once
before him.
first before
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
still-
Wow.
Yeah, you
Wow.
don't watch you don't watch video.
No driving test or road test.
And
Not legs test.
Okay. We always tell her try to drive more. And the funny thing is, every time she drives better every time. So the more you drive, the better you are. But no, Auntie likes the queen life. I like to see.
Yeah,
her.
so baby girl lifestyle.
I don't know why.
You are a personal Uber driver. So,
I like driving anyway. So I don't think
yeah.
role changing. Let's think very well. Let's think very
Have
well.
you? Oh, you were not packing snow before you came from.
Exactly.
So I wanted to say snow packing.
If it's about even from Nigeria, I'm the one
I
that
don't
does all
practice
the washing the toilets, all the scrubbing and all the blah blah blah. I still do that. You get so, but now I'm trying to be more intentional about the kitchen
yeah, it
because
tries
a time will
little
come
more.
that Auntie will not be able to enter the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I'm about to. Because kitchen and me, we're not friends. Personally,
And you don't want to go on hunger strike.
I don't want to. So yeah, I'm intentional now to intentionally wash the plates. Because we have plates, dishwasher. A lot of things.
Yeah, that even now makes
That
it
makes
more.
it even, so I could be very lazy in the kitchen. I am open. I expect myself, but I'm intentionally working on that. So I think my role in the house is improving because I want to be more. I'm not doing less. I'm just adding more. Yeah, but for her, she's just enjoying baby girl. Baby girl,
It's good.
a queen and more.
Yes, so Enjoy it.
Let's pamper you, it's fine.
So for us, are we going to say that relocation has affected anything?
Yeah, a bit of role switching. Because back in Nigeria, it does more of, okay, it was the one always available.
I call myself a full house husband.
Because you are always home, you work
Yeah, he was working from home. I work on the island. We were living on the mainland.
My God.
So most times, what I just do is pack the kids' bag for school, maybe pick out their clothes and uniform and all that. He does the bathing.
Beat them, drop them in school.
Drop them in school. But now that we are in Canada now, he started, he's got a job before me. He's working and I'm the one doing the school runs now. So
does it feel strange or you're just adapted quickly?
It doesn't really feel strange. It's just the driving that is a bit strange.
Now you have to drive.
Yeah, now I have to drive more
Yeah.
than I usually do. So
What about kitchen? Did the roles change there? Or
not
you have always been
really.
a cook also?
I think I do more of kitchen activities back in Nigeria. I think
yeah,
so.
back in Nigeria than
Yeah,
here.
than here.
So how has relocation affected that?
Are we going to say relocation affected
It
that?
just happened.
I feel that the space is quite small. Only one person should get involved.
No, the one reason why it should be easy for you to just walk in
You see?
into
That's
the
what I'm saying.
kitchen.
Baby girl life.
But
Yes,
I
now.
still get involved. Like today, I still wash plates, right?
Yeah, you get involved, but you can get more involved, like more often. It can be more
Yeah.
often.
But, so
your English.
why does relocation affect a lot of marriages here in Canada?
Yeah,
Good question.
that's
Can I
a good
take
question.
that?
Yeah.
Okay,
please.
so like we said that we have our marriage as a core, and because of that, it's like autopilot. We know how we do things, what we do, why we do them,
Yeah.
the beliefs that support what we do. Right? A lot of marriages don't.
And we have like basic communication and
Yes.
everything.
So when there's an argument, it's autopilot. We know exactly what we will do to resolve it.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Like there's a
then this.
system in
It's a
place.
system, yes. Like I said, many marriages don't have that. People don't take their time in their relationship courting phase to build that, and even the early years of their marriage to build that when they are living together. This is how we're gonna now work. So because of that, like every wind of doctrine. So you go to a new place, a new culture, then you don't even know what is
They
what.
just blend in.
You just begin to blend in. Then you begin to have external factors like the woman thinks that, oh, like my wife cooks for us.
Yeah.
She enjoys it. But she doesn't suffer. If she doesn't want to cook, she doesn't cook. It's not a matter
and
of...
it's fine.
Yeah,
Do
sometimes
you
I'm
understand?
too busy.
It's not a matter of, oh, it's because you're a woman. No. She actually does enjoy it, and I don't. But if she says she doesn't want to cook, we have a structure around that. Like, she will not cook, we'll order food.
Yeah. So
We'll order food. I'm not a difficult husband. I mean, I think I'm not. Am I?
no, you aren't.
So, do you get... But some people, their wife cooks because she's a woman. And then
Or
she
because
now...
the husband is demanding for
Or because the husband thinks that, yes, because it's like, at 9 p.m. Go and make me young and a follow.
The lion of the tribe of his house.
Yes. Now the woman now goes to work and sees that she has a friend who has a husband that is cooking, and then comes home and starts
It's like,
misbehaving.
why
Like,
can't
why
you
can't you cook too?
Yeah.
There's no
comparison.
understanding
Then they
of
begin to
why
compare marriages.
yeah. So they don't have this why we do what we do. Then you see someone else doing differently, and you just want to take it in. It's like how Christians can take in every wind of doctrine. If you don't have a sound
Doctrine, if
doctrinal
your
base,
foundation is not
yes,
strong.
I think that's one major thing that causes this.
And I think this is a lesson for people that are planning to relocate,
Yes.
to come over to countries like Canada, US.
Western countries, but
You need to solidify your relationship, your marriage. You need to solidify it, because here it's like they give priority to some certain genders.
no, some gender.
We know the gender.
They rule the world.
We know the gender.
If you think they rule the world in Nigeria, no, you've not been to some places.
I think they even rate pets more than man here.
I'm saying it's like,
No, it's true.
It's like,
It's
yeah,
true.
the
My
female
friend was
gender,
saying it
then
the other day
obviously
that
female.
pets, children,
Pets,
pets,
above.
female. Then you can now
no,
talk
men are
about.
victims now, but it's okay. It's okay.
All right. So moving away from marriage right
All
now, how has it affected? Let's talk about planning. Maybe planning for your future, planning for
Finances.
things that you want to do,
Yeah.
or finances. Should we call it finances or planning? planning and
I
finances.
think they are
Planning and finances. Yeah.
Because every plan safe needs money.
So for us, well, I feel like there was definitely a change there because in Nigeria, I don't know, for whatever reason, we're not really thinking, well, because we're going to relocate, but let's even say we're not relocating at all. We had not really gotten to a point in Nigeria where we're thinking that we would get a house or build a house.
Exactly.
We're not even, like, house.
We're not even in the.
Why do you want to build a house?
Like, everybody's renting, basically. Even all we're thinking of, maybe what we would have thought of was rent a bigger place or something. But it would have
buy
still
a
been
land.
Buy a land, but it would have
Oh, that would be like building in like
Future.
a remote place, not because you want to live in the city, right? You want to live in
city.
Lagos and building a house in Lagos. Wow. Really?
Yeah, so
it looks like one kind of.
would have said, okay, let's
but
rent a
Bejuleke
bigger
can be
place. Would have said, okay, maybe let's rent a bigger place or something like that. That would have been the we are progressing or whatever in that area. But now that we're in Canada,
When rent slap you,
You
You
quickly
realize-
take off.
that house
How
is
do I
part of the
mortgage?
planning. It's part of the-
my 2-year rent in Lagos is almost 1 month here.
Imagine that.
So
you said 2 years. Let me break it down. Let me quickly do the maths. All right. So in Lagos, without telling numbers, how much are we paying? Okay, I remember now. Times 4. No, times 6. That's what we're paying for 1 month now.
Yes, so times 6.
what you were paying for 1 year times
1
6
year.
1 year times 6.
So 6 years rent.
Or I'll give you times 5 if you remove some charges.
It's now 1 month, yeah.
Is now
Yeah.
So here you always want to think about owning your own house.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a structure towards it
There's
as
a
well. You
structure.
can plan. You
So
can
you
say that
plan
okay.
even if I can't do it in 2-3 years, I can do it in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
You can plan towards the system helps you.
Yeah.
You don't have to have all the money before you start.
Yeah, exactly.
Blah, blah, blah. But owning your own property too is not easy, right? People that even own, some of them are, they say what they call it, they are house poor. Some people, especially in Ontario, where houses are expensive, because they own their own apartment, but they are poorer than people that are renting because of all the charges. Right, so you begin to now plan very well. Like if you've not been planning in your marriage,
Yeah, your
location will
finances.
make
I
you
wanted
plan.
to say that
And start
for us,
budgeting.
like in Nigeria, we don't really sit down to budget and say, okay, how much do we have? How much can we
because
make?
you have more than enough.
I just
Because it was
spread
like
sometimes.
things were
Just moving.
moving. You
Just-
get that's it. Things were
What was
moving.
the
We were
nickname you
comfortable.
called your husband before we started?
I said, well, let's spend it.
You get because
So,
as long as the income is
By
much more
God's
than-
grace, we were comfortable.
God's grace.
Here, you will have to sit down and say, okay, what's our budget?
Yeah,
How much
exactly.
are we spending?
you have to.
You just have to think. You just have to sit down and do
There are
that
some
thinking
things that
and
you can't
calculation.
afford, not because you don't have the money, but because it's not
You have
just
a
a
goal.
priority. You have a goal. You
Yeah.
have to do something
Yes.
better.
So you have
than
to
And
that.
in
set
a long
your
time,
priorities.
it will be a liability.
Yeah,
You have to set your
definitely.
priorities.
And
right.
also in terms of planning, transporting yourself, moving from one location to another within the city. We're in a group. People moving from going to work from Moweba for area towards Lekki.
Oh.
You can't even plan your time. So you're going to work, you're staying 3 hours on the road.
Yeah, that's back in
Everything
Nigeria.
works here.
Yeah,
You can estimate.
you can
Yeah,
estimate.
you
Almost
can
perfectly.
almost perfectly.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
when you guys were coming, when you left, you were like, oh, we're on the
It
road.
is.
And
25 minutes.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
you can almost
estimate
predict.
perfectly, yes. Another part of planning is maybe planning for kids.
Yeah.
You will now have to think very well.
That
Do I want to add one more?
more or do am I
Am
ready
I ready
now?
So you see a lot of people in
I
Canada that are they are ready to have children, but they can't have children because
You
I
have
The
just
money-
feel like
the finances can't
I
take it.
mean,
Yeah.
children's and you want to send them to a good school.
Yes.
Children's school fees is something big
Start
here.
from daycare.
And before that's what I wanted to say.
yeah,
before
you don't
school
get
fees-
free this thing.
Exactly. Before the school fees, you have to take them to daycare, and you don't even have
Preschool.
like childcare is expensive. So even if you want to do babysitting, if you want to go out and drop your kids somewhere, like you have to think about that.
So for our son, for instance, what we pay per term in a school in Nigeria
Is
is
what
what we
he's
pay
paying
in a month here, and it's just 3 hours a day here.
It's not even full day.
It's
And
not
back
full
in
day.
Nigeria, he was already doing full day.
Full
Go
day.
in the morning. Yeah, bye-bye.
And they were
Come
teaching
back.
them correct.
Yeah, correct.
But here
whatever.
they'll sit down and watch
They will
TV.
be playing.
Yeah, you
And you pay money.
You pay money, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they can be teaching them.
They
don't shout.
It's not they whisper in their class.
But the culture is good. The culture is good.
Yeah,
It teaches
it is
them
good.
to be non-aggressive.
Exactly.
If you yell at a child in Canada, he will look at you, why are you yelling?
My son told
Exactly.
me, Mommy, you're shouting.
Yeah, the culture is good.
I
but
said, I'm not shouting. He said, no, but you're shouting. I said, God.
They teach them all those things. Nigerians are loud. It's like when you get abroad, you realize that you're actually loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other day I was talking to my friend and I said, like, even if you want to have kids now, you would think, like you were saying, childcare is expensive. You will be thinking, okay, the money to fly your parents over safe
Oh,
To take care
God.
of the child.
to take care of the child must be part of your plan
Planning.
before getting pregnant.
What of their insurance? Because you won't fly them
Yeah,
over without
yeah.
getting insurance for them.
Insurance for their
That's another
Because
thing.
anything must not happen to them that cannot be covered.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's so many things involved.
put-
So if you haven't a plan,
But on the other side of it, a lot of people are actually looking forward to having many because of the childcare benefits here. For instance, a colleague that arrived, was it October?
Yeah.
4 children.
Uh,
When she got child benefits, she was like, I think I need to start producing more.
let me quickly shock you.
shock
Let me
you.
quickly shock you. All right. Child
The older they
benefit.
get-
No, not just that. Child benefit is for people that cannot afford
Yeah.
to take care of the child.
It reduces.
So would you rather be an average income family
Exactly.
and the government, excuse me,
Subsidizing.
and the government is always giving you subsidized money, and you are always like average. You can't make any major. Once you can afford it, they will leave you alone. So that's when you
You
realize
reduce
that it's
it,
expensive.
the higher your
You start
income.
reducing it, the higher your income. So if you
Yeah.
think it's free money, it's never free money. Because people
There's
will tell
nothing
you
is
that,
free. Yeah,
people will
there's
say that,
nothing
oh, maybe Canada will give you money if you have children. Oh, well, no, not everybody. Once you can afford it,
Yeah, they are
they
done
take from
with
the
it.
rich and give to people that cannot really.
Yeah,
So
they
they are
tax
kind
the
of
rich and
to
Yes,
pay the poor.
yes.
So they are kind of
Yeah.
balancing everybody.
Yeah.
You can't just say, oh, you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Low.
That's the point. So let's talk about a very important aspect right now. How has relocation affected your spirituality?
How would I put it? Definitely, we have grown spiritually, like significantly, than when we were in Nigeria.
Amazing.
At the same time, I wouldn't put the credit on relocation.
No, the credit is not on relocation.
At the same time, but definitely, relocation affects spirituality for many people.
Yeah.
Because here the system works, and while you're in Nigeria, you might have prayer points that
So if
it's
you
not a
do
prayer
Please
point.
bring lights.
Yeah. So if you didn't really have that love for God, if you
Yes.
don't really have that why, that deep relationship
Relationship with
with
God.
That why
It
yes,
suffers,
the
yeah.
reason why you
you just feel like you don't need
everything works.
I
What do
mean,
you want to pray
and there's
for?
winter, so you might not even want to go out to church, or you might...
You have every reason, every
You have every
excuse.
reason to say I want to do online
snowing
church.
this
You are not
morning.
calculating. Oh, my MB will
internet,
finish if
man.
I'm doing online. Let me go to church. Like unlimited data.
internet.
You have so a lot of people grow cold.
exactly.
You know, it's like as the cold is increasing. Yes. So I mean, for us, God helped us so much. We didn't have that challenge, you know, because when we came, we didn't go to church for 1 month because we just didn't want to go to any church. We wanted to be led, and the church we joined. Oh, glory to God! It was like this the ignition we never knew we wanted. We needed.
yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm going to put more credit on,
The
of course, the
church
church and
more
our own
and
yielding
relocation.
to
So
Yes.
the leading of the Holy
yielding
Spirit.
to and the promptings. Like for example, if we have a prayer month now, you can choose not to join online.
Yeah.
We are praying. Let's say we are praying every day. You can choose not to join, but when you yield yourself, you begin to now see the results.
Yeah.
So let's say, okay, for example, now personally, our prayer life was not really getting good anymore because
I mean,
we just
we're
kept.
always praying.
We are praying, but we
but-
kept feeling busy. And as a Christian, you need to pray. You need to study
Yeah.
your Bible. You need to pray. You need to fast.
Prayer is the lifeline of it.
Yes. So, but you get so busy here because sometimes people take 2 jobs. Sometimes you are taking 1 job. You are doing this. You are doing that.
I mean,
But the church community always helps, and that's the advantage of a local church.
Yeah.
It's
Many
very
people that
important
grow
here.
cold here is because they are in isolation.
yeah, they didn't.
They stay away from the
attach-
church,
They didn't attach.
or
to
they
a
they
good
attend a
church.
church that is not vibrant enough. It's not pushing them in their spiritual growth. So things like that challenges. You go to church and you realize that no, I have to go and do something about my life. And you actually now do something.
Yeah, you actually.
Because it's not enough to hear the word and feel like, oh, convicted, but before you get home, it has gone.
Yeah.
And there's a limit to how much online church alone can have impact on you, right? So meeting with brethren always helps.
I wanted to say that when the Bible said that do not forsake the gathering of the brethren.
I think that really changed it for us. The first 1 month when we weren't going to church, we were doing online, but we could tell the difference when we started going to church. That was vibrant, with people that will pray with you. You see, when you see people doing things you should be doing, something just sparks your brain.
Like, what is wrong with you? Come on,
wake up. And that's kind of community you need in your life. Whether it's in finance, you don't want to work with the poor people. You want to work with people that are Christians, but they are wealthy.
Mind. Yeah.
Then you realize I can be a Christian and do well in my career. I can do a Christian and do well in business. So you need this kind of community, and that's what helped us.
Yeah.
But no denial that the relocation has a great impact on your spirituality.
Yeah,
exactly.
it does.
So I think the challenge is on individual, to make that effort.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to make that effort, irrespective of
where you are,
where you're working. Sometimes you can be very, very busy. You might have genuine reason not to want to associate with the brethren, not to want to go to church.
Yeah.
But then you just have to, make that commitment.
Yeah, you need to rank and think, prioritize is that reason worth your relationship with God?
Definitely.
Exactly.
Or what's your growth?
Yeah, and there's even something you said that brought up another thing in my mind. I think when we went to Winnipeg, the person we were staying with was saying something like, there's some people here that actually work like 3 jobs. They are able to build houses and things, but they don't even live in their houses because they're constantly running shifts and stuff.
Wow.
So people tend to not, unlike in Nigeria, that you have your proper 9 to 5 job, you have a little bit of life outside that. But now people are using their entire time, even Sundays, they are working. So people kind of tend to, because they see the standard here and they're like, oh, I have to meet up, I have to buy this big house, they have to buy this big car, they have to overwork themselves,
and live in the house,
which kills them spiritually.
Yes,
it actually
absolutely.
does kill
Isolation
them.
Does kill you spiritually.
Yeah, I feel like coming here just gives people that mindset of, oh, I have to hustle, I have to do everything, and then that removes time for family, removes time for church, for spirituality, just takes away their entire life.
There will always be something to hustle for, even after you
have everything.
Your own house,
Yes,
there will always be something to hustle for. So if you're not
To
careful,
live life.
that important part of your life, it becomes endangered.
Yeah.
So,
And you don't get the urgency for the gospel. That's really sad.
Yeah.
You see
all your life is just about money and making
It's just work. It's just job.
No urgency for the gospel. You see people that are going to hell, but it's just normal to you. You don't feel like, I need to pray for this person, I need to preach the gospel. People preaching
And
the
I
gospel
think
is
the
like
way
a passion that
I think the way the system is also structured, like you have to choose your words before sharing your beliefs. So you have to
you have to be strategic.
You have to be strategic.
So if you have that urgency for the gospel, you will be strategic. That's one of the things that we are taught in our church, like strategy to preaching the gospel. Evangelism is important.
Yeah.
Because we can be here and feel like, well, everybody believes what they believe anyway. I'm going to heaven. I'm okay. But it's not enough.
Yeah.
For you to be going to heaven, you need to help others.
Others.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this is very important for, whether you're here already in Canada or you're planning to come,
yes.
you need to solidify your relationship with God. Don't be moved by, the good things that you're seeing here. Don't be moved by the fact that there are so many things that you don't really need to pray about. You also need to know that there are tons of things that you still need to pray about. Very important
that
as
you
well.
war with.
Yeah, exactly.
Culture will challenge you, challenge your beliefs.
Yeah.
A lot of people get here and lose themselves. They start trying things that they've
never tried before.
Because they are away from, covering.
That's covering.
Yeah. So we can also talk about how relocation has affected for us parenting.
Yeah,
We want to hear
Even
that.
me, I want to hear that.
that's a big one. That's a big one.
It's quite difficult. Two things entirely. If you're the kind of person that is always busy working, your children will go wayward and you won't know.
Your children will be.
They might not even go wayward, but you just discover that both of you are having the same beliefs, because school here, you need two types of school: schooling at home and the main school, because a lot of things that they expose them to, like my daughter in school, they see movies. Sometimes you want to find out what kind of movies are you seeing. You also want to see the movie and make some corrections and all of that, because you see children hiding things from their parents. You see children, in their schools. I believe that there are some teachers that believe in all these homosexuality and whatever.
Gender identity.
Exactly.
Crisis. The ABC people, just say the ABC.
Okay.
The ABC people, it's true.
The alphabet people.
Alphabet people.
So you need to start teaching your children. So I was just thinking about it, that if it were in Nigeria, I might not have started teaching Tenioluwanimi what lesbianism means, what's all of this.
We had to
but
have
right
that
now,
conversation
before
someone else teaches them.
Exactly.
Before our first day of school, we had to sit her down and
start counseling. I started
talking.
there are some boys that want to behave like girls, and there are some girls that want to behave like boys.
When we finished the whole conversation, she
it
said
doesn't
that
make sense. Exactly.
So I said yes,
But
God has
given
given them to a reprobate mind to do things that are not convenient.
Yeah.
So you have to set the standard right. You have to tell them the right things. Then you have to be their friend,
so that they can open up to you.
So that they can open up to you. Then ask leading questions every day once they get back from school. Oh, so was school fun today?
That's a full-time job.
It's
not. That's what I said. It's really,
you have to
really
be
work.
present.
You have to be present.
there.
And then I think the way you discipline them too also changes.
That changes too, because even here I learned that they sometimes ask children leading questions to find out if their parents beat them, if they shout at them and all that. So it really takes the wisdom of God, takes more patience as a parent to be sure that you are instilling that moral. At the same time, you are not bullying the child. At the same time,
I like the word, because Nigerian parents
bullying.
Nigerian parents.
In Nigeria, it's easy to say I'll beat you. And
it's just
the child,
even when you're outside, there's a limit to what you can do, because there are people that are watching you.
A few times I've had to tell my husband
they are not police people. They are just other parents, other people. They'll just see
they'll just report you.
They'll just report you.
They're just random.
That I saw a couple, they are maltreating their children.
And the government can come investigate and take your child away.
Exactly.
And the annoying thing is that they can take your child away, and then they will now give your child to
somebody that will mess up their life.
Or a gay parent. So you have to be, you need the wisdom of God here when it comes to parents.
If you want to instill Christian values in your child, you can't be an absent parent.
Exactly.
And it has to counter the information too
that they get.
Whatever information they get, you counter it.
Exactly.
Then it has to be like a consistent reminder, daily reminder.
You can't just say I've told them.
And another thing is that I think it actually has helped our devotional life as well. Sometimes we are tired, we just want to sleep, but whenever we remember that we have children, okay, come guys, come.
And I'm seeing the effects, because even my son, the 3-year-old, yesterday I was saying go brush your teeth, go to bed, because I just wanted that silence. They've been shouting mommy. So when I said go to bed, he said, but we've not prayed.
Oh, wow.
In my mind, I was like, okay, we're doing something right.
Give us a report card. Good parent.
I felt proud, even though I didn't say anything. I felt like, oh, okay, we are doing something right.
That's just yes.
And I'm like, oh yeah, definitely we'll pray. Just go brush your teeth first, then we'll come and pray.
So ladies and gentlemen, the whole idea of this video is for you to be aware. If you're in Canada or in the Western world, or you're planning to relocate, you need to make proper plan. Don't just be planning for proof of fund.
I'm telling you.
There are many things to plan for.
It's not just proof of fund. and fantasizing about how life will be there.
How you'll be enjoying the snow.
Yeah. There are some basic things that you need to actually take care of, and those are some of the things we've talked about. If you have good friends back at home, solidify your friendship there. You never can tell. They might be of help to you.
Solidify your relationship with God.
Exactly. Solidify your relationship with your partner, with your spouse. It is very important. Have a structure on how you can, sort out issues. Like they said, it's very, very important as well. Create a foundation for your children. Start having some discussions that probably naturally you may not want to have with them. Start having that discussion right now, because here they are more exposed to so many
teach your
things.
kids if you don't teach them.
Yes, it's very important as well. And basically that's all. Also try to, just by the side, improve your skills so that you can get a job that will not take away your time. You get.
This one wants to feature.
Yeah. So this is one of the.
He wants to feature in this movie.
Since you keep
Let's continue. Don't cry. Okay. Say hi, guys.
Say hi, guys.
Say hi, guys.
Why is he laughing?
So now,
Tenioluwanimi, say hi, guys.
Your laughter is funny. Your laughter.
He's just being mischievous.
I'll just say, just be prepared, but don't overthink it as well. God is going to be your strength. God is going to be your sustainer. Just make sure you maintain the core values of your life, define those values and maintain them. So that's it.
Yeah, she has said it all.
So thank you guys. If you have watched this far, we celebrate you.
We are
thankful.
the real G.
Yeah, but please, before you go, I know some of you have not subscribed. And please give this video a thumbs up, like, share. If this video has blessed you, share it so that it can bless other people too. And
the whole idea about sharing is that the more you share, the more YouTube suggests this video to other people. So you never can tell. You may just be sharing and you never can tell. You may be helping some other people. Maybe this video is not even blessing you, maybe in quotes. But share so that somebody else can be blessed. In that way, you now can be blessed.
And I'm sure you are even blessed.
I'm sure. I know.
And thank you. We want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much for.
Thank you for coming.
For what's the word? For accepting our invitation to come. Guys, they drove all the way to come and visit us. We do not take that for granted. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to be here and to be on your channel. Thanks for featuring us.
It's a privilege to feature you. Thank you so much. So
till we come your way again next time. Thank you. God
Remain blessed.
Remain blessed. Amen.
Bye.
Say bye.
Say bye.
Say bye.
You must say it. Bye.
Bye.